digital conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Alabama's offense comes on the field first today. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
Talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
He tried the middle, but gained nothing on that play.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Now it's second down here. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. Just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
Now the offense is set up with a short field. Motion now from the tight end. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It is intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that.
Good job, Workman.
With the interception, and not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And now the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 38. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last...
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. An explosive play moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Looking to throw it on first down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Back to pass. It's Castro. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. This one is right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes a quick grab. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure to allowing him to sit back and pick apart the zone defense.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So incomplete pass on second down sets up a third and inches. They'll try to run for the first down. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's third down and inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Incompletion sets up a second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but there's a penalty marker on the field. Defense.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Inside the 25. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. And looking to throw now on first down. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Running back has it on a screen now. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Alabama's offense now lining up on first and goal. The quarterback's got it on the option. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. It's a turnover.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
All right, so it's first and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Receiver makes the grab. That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Here comes a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They go backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. Back to throw. It's Castro looking for his big tight end. And he's got it. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The Aggies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. The back's got it. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
That short completion sets up a third down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Makes a quick catch. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
And the Aggies looking to cash in the red zone. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen, with just a certain degree, they're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
That's a second and goal play for the offense. Back to pass. It's Castro looking to the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession ended in a costly fumble in plus territory. They can't have another one of those here. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Running through the tackle. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. They'll take a deep shot. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tackle the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's looking deep here. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day.
Wow, what a play by this safety. Sometimes you'll see teams around the country not willing to play much cover two because they're concerned about the safety and coverage. But in this case, man, he played it perfectly, read the football, and made the interception.
Comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Looking downfield, it's Castro. Took contact on the throw. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Huge gain here by Texas A&M on a perfectly thrown ball and a great play by the wide receiver on the back end. These Texas A&M receivers can hurt you with their speed and execution when they get the ball thrown downfield.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And as we break for the quarter, Kurt, it's Texas A&M on top. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. Tight end goes in motion. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's escaping the pocket now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Forget the change. Fuck.
These college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. Perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. It's an out route. The catch made.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Aggies will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. And we'll see what he can do on the return. The coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They're going to run it here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. The tight end has got it.
Taking my 4th and inches.
The stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too, because it clearly has worked out for them.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the catch. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He shreds the tackle. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Offense in a split backfield now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again.
Just trucks through the defender. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Quarterback still with the football. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Tight end makes the grab. They stop him, but it's a 1st down. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this 1st half.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Catch made by the tight end.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. They run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Running back grabs it on a screen. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be...
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Methodical but effective for probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Here's the point after attempt. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Taking a shot here. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Back to throw. It's Castro. Fires it to the wideout, who makes the grab. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Aggies hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
Fires it to the wideout. He's got a receiver wide open here. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll run it here. Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. This one sails through the back of the end zone and incomplete. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was, and he lofts it toward the sideline. And that ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down. Here's the 2nd down play. The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Dropping back, it's Castro. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he will score. Touchdown, A&M. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Finds his man. It's Jennings. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Can he make it to the marker? Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
Well, the RPO gives you more options on your play. It can confuse the defense a bit as well. Here they trust the quarterback to be able to make the right decision and get the football.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. And the back now goes in motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Well, I feel like the quarterback just stared down his intended target, brought that safety who's sitting back in cover 2 right over to make that interception. I'm putting that one on the quarterback.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. This offense has been clicking so far, but they get aggressive, go for more before halftime. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Looking to throw. It's Castro. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's got it on a crossing route. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. The Aggies looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, what a job by the offense. Going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And the extra point makes it a 20-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? A sack on the play could not escape the pass rush. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And here comes a deep shot. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down. After that huge play, this offense is now in scoring position. They moved into the red zone quickly.
Boy, Chris, you wonder what the next play will be for this offensive coordinator. Anytime you hit a big play like that, you get into the red zone, there's a tendency to want to go after the jugular, use that momentum to your advantage. Let's see what they call right here.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. To the air, it's Fernandez. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Able to get the ball back, but it could still be a drive killer. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, for many, this is the best conference in all of football. And the first half of this SEC championship was filled with excitement and incredible pageantry. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the much-anticipated conclusion of the SEC championship.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. First play of the second half is a handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. To the air. It's Castro. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47. And the Aggies looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun. Drops back looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Sampson. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Movement here from the tight end. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for the wide out. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. And the sophomore QB with an inaccurate throw behind his man.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Looking to pass. It's Fernandez. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught quickly. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
It's a quick grab. Tackle made after the completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock.
I think I'm on 4th and 4.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, tie.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Scanning the field, it's Castro. On the run here, lets it go. Who makes the grab? Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. A completion makes it second down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. But now it's third down.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Come on, Bama.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing.
Let's go, Bama. Let's go.
You're 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can. Sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this
nothing on
They're
top.
trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the out route. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. The Aggies come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
And with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Caught over the middle. It's Sampson.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Tackle made just short of the end zone. They'll put the ball about the 3.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. He also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
The pocket breaking down. He's moving out of the pocket. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Fuck.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. The powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. So the offense flexing here and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Nice grab. It's Jennings.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there. And the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Looking downfield, it's Fernandez. The pass rush closing in. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum, and a chance at a big play.
Short pass finds the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to chuck it again. Receiver makes the grab. Some hard running there through a tackle.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
High completion makes it 2nd and medium. Dropping back. It's Fernandez. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
This is the characteristic about great quarterbacks that stands out to me. Their ability to make a play when things aren't perfect. Here, they get to him. They put pressure on him. He's about to go down, but his instinct to be able to find that back, check it down before he hits the ground, gives this offense a chance to be able to pick up positive yards and get the first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's across the 25. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. On 1st down, it's play action. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. There's a wide open receiver complete. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up the first down.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They continue to feed the running back, but he has had nowhere to go today. They've been getting owned at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down after that previous play. Handing off on the draw play. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. New center down to the offense. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught in the flat by the running back. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And now the handoff. Using a strong stiff arm. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
It's a shotgun run call. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Looking to pass. It's Castro. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And tackled after a small pickup there. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, and he's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Bama. Still plenty of life left. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. 1 possession game, 4th quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Castro. Quick throw to his receiver. And he's got his man open downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, A&M. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up the coverage, because right now it is not working.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short.
For the defense trying to get after this quarterback, I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a two-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they heave it deep downfield. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? Looking to throw. It's Castro. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And they get him down, but that's a solid game there to move the sticks using his feet. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly out of the wideout. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple of scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position. And the Aggies come to the line in a hurry-up. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Dropping back. It's Castro. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team one more time. This kicker has been busy today. He's made 3 already. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touch. Instead, they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down but missed it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
It's complete on the crossing route. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws it to the right. It's caught downfield. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
He's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in.
Touchdown, Aggies. And the beatdown continues.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. First down, looking to throw the football. Lofting it toward the left sideline. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play.
Looking for a deep completion. Catch made all the way down inside the 35.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete in the back corner of the end zone.
Oh, Chris, he tried to squeeze that one in there on 3rd down. It would have had to have been a perfectly placed ball to have any chance at a completion and a 1st down.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put too much on the throw.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. A running play called on 4th down. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half. And he's already at it again.
Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This offense cannot be stopped. The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And he'll get into the end zone for 2 points. Now it's a 15-point game. I believe they can line up here and go for the onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They'll use that running game trying to bleed the clock here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. He'll hand it off. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They'll kick it away here. It looks like no return here as that punt heads out of bounds. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's 3rd.
Well, if I hit the ball and tackle me, ain't that some bullshit?
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion is probably the best result he could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double coverage.
And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Catch is made way down inside the 30.
Chris, it's a great example of the awareness for both sides of the ball. The offense knowing where the first down marker is on 4th and long, and they're able to get to it. But the defense also has to know. They got to prevent the receiver from...
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. Second down play coming up. Looking to throw again. And this time it's complete. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looks left and finds his target there. Touchdown, tie. This quarterback on fire today.
Chris, they're not quite out of this game just yet. With under 2 minutes to go, and they're down by 9. I'd kick the extra point here, make it a one-possession game, and then try to recover that onside kick, and you got a real shot.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to recover the football. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Under a minute to play here, the obvious tactic, just take a knee and see this game out. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Aggies expect to be able to just run this clock out in the final minute. And there's the handoff. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. But they put a lot of points on the board, Kirk. The offense really clicking today, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, you got to understand that this defense has certainly played better, but they played one of the most talented offenses, in my opinion, in the entire country. Obviously, there's plenty to improve on, but you also have to acknowledge that the offense was just really good.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
God damn.